position of the object in the laboratory. Right, children? Let us see. Most important thing is when you are going to conduct experiment, what is the requirement? The requirement is different type of the apparatus is required, and as well as you have to decide first what is the aim of experiment, what experiment you are going to conduct, right? So today, children, over the experiment I want to teach you something, and you listen me carefully. First is aim of experiment. Aim of experiment. Alright. So when you are going to conduct lab activity, at first the aim of the experiment. What is the aim of the experiment? What you are going to conduct in the laboratory? Which experiment you are going to conduct in the laboratory? The aim of experiment is find the image distance, and object distance, as well as position of the image, and position of the object, alright? Okay, so here is the aim of experiment. Find the image distance. First thing is the image distance. How can you find? By laboratory method. And object distance also, object distance and the image distance, as well as the position of the image you can decide by experiment method, and as well as the position of the object also you can decide by the laboratory method, by the lab activity method, right? This is your aim of the experiment. And for conducting this experiment, what are the apparatus required? What are the apparatus? So what are the apparatus required for conducting such experiment? First apparatus is you need concave mirror, right? And the second one is required meter scale, and the third apparatus is required, that is candle. That is, candle means what? That is the source of the light, right? Candle. And the fourth one is the paper. So fourth one is the paper is required. This apparatus is necessary for conducting this experiment. You arrange these apparatus. Okay, another one most important apparatus, that is the V shape of the stand. This 5 apparatus is very much necessary for conducting this experiment, and these apparatus you have to arrange properly in the laboratory. That means over the surface of the table. Then you can easily find the image distance, object distance, as well as the position of the image and the position of the object, right? Then children, what we have to do, these apparatus we have to arrange properly, right? And how we can arrange these apparatus properly, let us see now, right? Just I am going to erase these all because there is no more space. So I am going to erase this, and on this place I am going to draw diagram. By the help of diagram you can easily understand. Just you see children, this is the surface of the table, right? I draw a straight line, it is a surface of table. over the surface of the table, at first I kept one V shape of the stand. Alright, over the V shape of the stand I kept concave mirror. This is concave mirror, remember this. And children, listen me, total in your book there is the 12th chapter. In the 12th chapter there is the only 5 lab activity. Okay, this is the first lab activity I am going to explain. Moreover, only 4 lab activity is there. And if you are perfect these 5 lab activity, definitely at least 8 mark you will be get in your common examination. Therefore, very carefully you listen in this topic, right? So this is V shape of the stand, and then this is the mirror, and after that I am keeping here candle, burning candle. That means candle in the burning state. This is the flame of the candle, right? And just you imagine, here is the most important thing, you imagine the center of the mirror. The center of the mirror is called as what? This is called as the pole, right? And you know that is the imaginary center, it's called as the pole. And just you imagine pole and the flame of the candle, it should be in a straight line. That means the flame of the candle, definitely it should be present on the pole. On the pole, the flame of the candle should be present on the pole. That means it is straightly, if you draw one line, this is called as the principal axis or not, children? Yes, this is the principal axis. That means the flame of the candle should be present on the principal axis. Then you can get the correct image position, right? So you see here what happened. From the candle, the ray of light especially falling on the concave mirror, right? Ray of the light falling on the concave mirror. And when it is falling on the concave mirror, definitely the reflection of the light will be occur, light reflection will be occur. And if I draw another one line, another one parallel line above the principal axis, not on the principal axis. On the principal axis, if the light ray travel and falling on the mirror, again it will be rebound back on same line. And therefore I draw above the principal axis. So another one light ray, it is also parallel to the first light ray. Then this 2 light ray when falling on the concave mirror, again it is rebound back. Again it is rebound back. Okay. So before the reflection of the light, you have to place paper below the principal axis. You should not place at one place only, right? You have to change the position of the paper continuously. You have to change the position of the paper, because you have to catch the image of the flame, right? So this is what? This is the object, right? This is the object. The flame is the object. So the object image you can capture by the help of the paper. Therefore, the paper like this, the paper you have to change the position, the paper in front of the mirror, and where you are getting the small size of the image and inverted, then you think that this is the focus of this mirror, right? And suppose the reflected light ray falling here like this, and again another reflected light ray falling here. Here is formation of the what? Formation of the image. That image, if it is inverted, right? That image is inverted, and a small size image if you are got small size image and the inverted image, then this is what? This is the pole. This is the focus of the mirror. This is the focus of the mirror. If it is the focus of the mirror, then this is the image, no? This is the image. Just you draw one line here, point out, it is the image point, and here is what? This is the pole you decided, right? So here is the image point, here is the pole. You draw one line, imaginary line. Then by the help of the scale, meter scale or the measuring tape, you can easily measure the image distance, and here is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. The scale, by the help of the scale, easily you can find out what? Find out the image distance, right? Image distance. Image distance when you find out, and definitely the object distance you can find easily from the pole of the mirror. Here you are decided, here it is a, you are imagine, you can easily decide that it is the pole of, because when you are looking a spherical mirror, then the center of the spherical mirror is called as what? Pole. Definitely you can imagine it. So from this pole to the candle, this distance, what is this? This is the object distance. This is the object distance, right? Just I am drawing a scale by the help of the scale, easily scale or measuring tape, whatever you may use, and you can find out easily the image distance as well as the object distance, right children? So this is the lab activity, and by the help of lab activity, and you can decide easily the object distance and the image distance and the position of the image and the position of the object, position of the object when changes, image position also changes, right? So one by one I am going to teach you how the position of the object changes simultaneously, the image position also changes. Just every step wise I am going to clear of your doubts, and I hope you will be enjoying very well this lesson. Okay, it is very much important. Ray diagram is very much important for you, and this is the light phenomena. The study of the light is called as the optics. We are studying about the optics only now. Okay, so first is when the object, point 1 is when the object present beyond the center of curvature, beyond the center of curvature, then the image will be formed on the focus. This is the point 1, right? I am just erasing lab activity because lab activity already over. I taught you, and you listen me again and again, and it will be in your mind, no problem. I hope that. So the point 1 is when the object present beyond the center of curvature, then the image will be formed on the focus. Right students, let us see now. So this is the concave mirror, right? By the help of the ray diagram you can understand this point, right? So this is the concave mirror. The back of the concave mirror is called as the silvered surface, right? And the center of the concave mirror is called as the pole, right? The center of the concave mirror is called as the pole. And this concave mirror also having what? Last class I already said, this is the center of curvature. It is a geometric center of the concave mirror. Concave surface, it is a part of the sphere, right? So center of curvature to the pole. Pole is represented by which symbol? P. So the center of curvature to the pole, this is the radius of curvature, right? This radius of curvature represented by symbol R, right? I already said to you the F equal to what? R by 2. R by 2. That means you can write the small f also. Small f equal to R by 2. That is the F. This is the focal point. That is the F. F is the focal point. And last class I already taught you how can you find out this equation, right? And F also I said R equal to, what is that? r equal to 2f, right? R equal to 2f, f equal to r by 2. So you see here, that is the r by 2, this is the f. The line which is passes through the pole and the center of curvature. So this is called as the principal axis. What is called as principal axis? What is the first point? Point 1 is when the object present beyond the center of curvature, then the image will be formed on the focus. On the focus. Beyond the center of curvature. Beyond the center of curvature, this is and another one thing you remember, beyond the center of curvature means this is infinity, right? We can say that it is infinity. Okay. So let us see now. Suppose the object present beyond the center of curvature, then the incident light ray coming from the object, it is parallel to the principal axis, right? So this is the incident light ray parallel to the principal axis. Just you see here, children, if a line is not straight, you have to make it straight, right? And a ray diagram, when you draw, it should be very neat. It should be very clear and the neat. A ray, when you draw, you remember that arrow mark you have to keep, right? Otherwise it is not considered as ray. So it is incident light ray coming from the object, that is O and O dash I represent the object, and reflected light ray, incident light ray when parallel to the principal axis, reflected light ray will be passes through the focus, because you know that from the center of curvature to the point of incident, when you draw the normal line, with the normal line, incident light ray forming the angle, this is the angle of incident, then angle of incident is equal to the angle of reflection. That's why reflected light ray passes through the focus. Reflected light ray passes through the focus. That means when incident light ray parallel to the principal axis, a reflected light ray will be passes through the focus, right? And when incident light ray passes through the focus like this, when incident light ray passes through the focus, then the reflected light ray, what will be happen? Reflected light ray become parallel to the principal axis. Become parallel to the principal axis, right? So become parallel to the principal axis. This is reflected light ray R1 suppose. This is reflected light ray R2 suppose. These two reflected light ray when intersect here, then this is called as the point of image. Then this is the image of the object. That is I and I dash is the image of the object. So object is O dash, image is I dash. I am writing here I just a small letter. It is not visible because there is no place to write I, right? So it is very clearly you can see here I and I dash. This is the I dash, right? Image I and I dash, right? So children, what happened when the object present beyond the center of curvature, then the image will be formed on the focus. Image will be formed on the focus, right? Image will be formed on the focus. Focus, it is focus and center of curvature. Image will be formed on the focus and focus and center of curvature. Focus and center of curvature. Focus and center of curvature, right? Focus and center of curvature. The image will be formed between the F and C. Okay, when the object present beyond the center of curvature, then the image will be formed on the focus and center of curvature. Focus and center of curvature. This is the point 1, right? You keep in your mind this ray diagram is also very much important, right? Next point. Point 1. Are you understand clear? Okay. Point